Okay, I know most of y'all saw the thumbnail and thought, hey yo, not my boy. I mean, shit, you can say whatever you want about Drake, but Blxckie, bro, come on. In fact,
give me your dress.
And shit, dog, it's true. You know, if I hurt your feelings, I'm not sorry, dog. What, you thought I was gonna name a show 99 Problems and sympathize with you? No way, cuzzo.
If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems. But a bitch?
Ain't one.
Now listen, I'm not saying Blxckie along with contemporaries such as Pretty Ugly, The Big Hash, KO, nastyc and shit. Even Drake when speaking in this context on good at making quality music. But music, like any other type of art form, is always divided by the talented and the skilled. Often in conjunction, but with talent proving to provide longevity, which skill lacks to do in the long run. Okay, but what the fuck do I mean though? Check this out. The Oxford Dictionary defines versatility as the ability to adapt or be adapted to many different functions or activities, which is actually a skill that is learned and mastered, not something you're born with. Now, we were all kids at one point, right? For those that fell in love with sports and athletics, you were most probably good at most, but you were the best in one. And in essay, that's the same. In fact, we're pretty much like the States, you know? Except for basketball and gangbanging, we have soccer and getting away with cameras worth 12 million rand. Now that's talent. But being an artist myself in many facets, I've come to realize that versatility is just a cheap man's trick. Let me explain. The Big Hash and Blxckie are versatile, both showing great skill in the realms of rap, mostly in its melodic form, and other types of genres to showcase their singing ability. But I'ma ask you this. Are they the best when it comes to rapping, to singing, R&B, amapiano, the new wave candy rap? How about Casper's Pretty Ugly antics to remain king of the ring in this new age? Or why was Pretty Ugly ghosted or... Shit. Why was Pretty Ugly ghosted all this time by the industry until dropping the other uncommon sounded Soil, an album which found better grounding, better than his previous projects, and hit harder like a fist to the face while your wife was watching you fight? What all these guys have in common concerning their music career is that they try to cater to the times, the trends, and adapting to the changes in the music climate. And although it's a way to score quick bucks, it forces most to burn out when the next fad comes in, because a jack of all trades is a master of none, especially when living in a time where trends are here today and gone tomorrow. Yeah, okay. And this is what causes us to lose confidence in the music business as of late. And admit it, lately you just haven't been feeling any new releases. Everything eventually starts to sound like you heard it a few months ago by another guy. It's even safe to say that both in SA and America, the probability of the next group of guys to come up won't have what it takes to rival the 2010-2020 era of hip-hop and music in general. And this is because everyone is trying to opt for diversity, which requires skill, to make up for the lack of unique and natural talent that can make them stand out in the face of time. After all, even learning a skill is limited. But if one chooses to prioritize and nurture their talent, example, someone like Kendrick with his poetic prowess, all power producers like Hit Boy, Pharrell, Just Blaze, and T-Minus playing Architect, an album which 10 years after its debut, still being a classic like Good Kid, Mad City is born. Now, it's not to say this constitutes for the best career numbers wise. People could argue that an album like Drake's Views is of the same caliber, but the reason that album is his best selling to date is because he chose to cater to the times, choosing to dabble in whatever was popular, that being R&B or Afro trap. The records that he released after that had become reliant on the same formula, which has left us fans mildly aloof towards the Canadian superstar. Fuck it, I'll even bring it closer to home with Amapiano. How many talented hip-hop artists make the jump and take their career to newer heights? AKA Casper, Reason? If we were looking at it backwards, Were focalistic and costatitch exceptional in their hip-hop run, or was it just a trend till something more beneficial to their appeal took its place? Artists need to stop trying to be versatile or skillful by catering to consumers' wants, and should rather stick to what they are most gifted in, grow and expand the gift, then feed what the consumer needs. Because the newer kid will always be the hottest on the block. And it might be too late for some artists who rode waves to realize that they will drown in the waters the new kids swim in. Hard work surpasses talent, sure, but only if the talented were not working hard in the first place. And that's the difference between talent and versatility.